Now it is Wednesday, so we are celebrating women in entertainment, and joining me is another young lady who is doing amazing work in the music industry. Her name is Eden Lang, and she's self-taught.
Yes.
What? How?
I just picked up guitar and taught myself music.
Using YouTube,
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube
Yeah.
is a useful tool. Was it always something that you enjoyed from very young, music and the likes?
Yeah, so as young as I can remember, I've been writing songs, coming up with melodies and compositions.
Would you be running around the house singing and making noise for everybody?
Yes, I was that child that was making noise in the house. Yeah, and my parents encouraged me, and they said that I had something there, so I pursued it. And,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. So you started off just writing and singing.
Yeah.
And then at what point did you say, okay, I think I need to, develop some instrumental skills?
So my dad had a guitar growing up, and I would just like strum random things on there. And I just fell in love with the guitar. And when I was about 18, I got my very own first guitar. And then I just looked up chords. I think I knew
So
like
you bought the
3
guitar
chords.
before you knew how to play it properly?
Yes.
Oh. You're like, listen, I'll figure it out. I just want to
Yeah.
have it with me. Is your family musical?
Yes,
You
so-
mentioned your dad having a guitar as
Yeah,
well.
so my dad is a songwriter, musician. Most of my uncles and aunts are in like music in some sort of fashion, whether it's worship, church, they do funerals, weddings. So it's like a very musical
Family.
side, like on my dad's side, very musical family.
Okay, so I suppose it was a lot easier for them to understand where you were coming from in terms of wanting to pursue this talent.
Exactly.
So you teach yourself the guitar. What else do you? Have you taught yourself how to play?
So I also do a bit of keys. I'm not that great, but I also taught myself. how
Well,
to-
compared to the rest of us, I think you're doing better off.
Yeah, just smash chords.
Yeah. Why was it important to learn some of these other elements as you start off on this journey?
I'm in love with music. I'm obsessed with how music works, and like I just wanted to know how to make songs from as young as I could remember, and I also taught myself how to produce as well.
I was coming to that because
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, not only are you here teaching yourself how to use instruments, you then also go on and teach yourself how to become a producer, and you produce your own stuff. Are you like running between rooms and saying, okay, need to record, and then you run to the booth and you record, and then you run back? Is this how this is working? What's going on?
Well, my setup is very like in one place, so
Okay.
don't worry, there's no running.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a lot of work, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's part of your creative process, going through all these motions and working through everything on your own?
Yeah, I think like that's who I am as an artist, is just someone who creates. And I think even long after I'm not like young enough to be a pop star, I'm gonna still like produce songs for people and like do compositions and stuff. Like I think that's where my heart is just creating. Yeah.
And then now, okay, Eden, you're a lot, and I love it.
Yeah. I've heard that
So
before.
we move from, okay, I'm going to produce myself. Thank you for having it in one space so you're not running around. But you're like, okay, I'm going to animate my videos.
Yeah.
Please tell me somebody else taught you how to animate.
It was my dad.
Okay.
And myself.
No, look, as long as there's an external thing, I'm like, okay, can someone else come into the picture and
Yeah.
teach us something? Did you go to him and say, look, this is what I want to do? Or did he say, hey, why don't we try this?
So we had like, as kids, we had a very unconventional education. Like I was homeschooled for maybe 4 years, 5 years of my primary school years. And then I went to private schools. But during those homeschooling, he would just say to us like, this is a camera, this is how you record, this is a green screen, you know, and like
This is how you use it.
Yeah, and you're like, this is a computer, go crazy. And so we kind of just learned on the go, like making stuff. And all of I have 2 brothers. Both of my brothers are very like technological. My youngest brother is in drones. He flies for like the National Drone Club. I know nothing about drones, but anyway. And then my oldest brother
I
is
think you
also
just
into
haven't decided to teach yourself
Exactly.
yet. I see you heading in this direction.
Yeah.
But I love that. I love so much of the elements of that. You put everything together by yourself because it points to a very flexible mind.
Yeah.
And that's really important, especially when you're a creative. And you're not only working for yourself now, you're also producing for other people.
Yes.
And how's that been going for you?
I love working with artists and like bringing their visions to life. I haven't done that much on the music production side, but for animation, like I do a lot of music videos, visualizers and that sort of thing. And I want to inspire younger women that want to get into the creative industry, that they don't only have to like dance and, you know, dress in a swimsuit. They can also produce and, you know, be like a bad boss as well.
Oh, I love it.
So,
I love it. So where are we taking this journey? Where are we going next? What are we teaching ourselves next, Eden?
So next up, we're hoping to release an EP. It's like nothing I've ever done before. It's a bit more Zimbabwean, and it's got like that Zim flavor. And then there's going to be some really exciting visuals for that as well. And then after that, we will see. Yeah.
I see you sitting somewhere teaching yourself the ukulele. I'm just saying, I mean, at this point.
Yeah.
But I am excited on this journey for you. I do wish you all the best, and we will be following and watching and wondering, did she teach herself that too? And cheering you on the sidelines. Thank you so much for sitting down with us this morning.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
All right, it means we are done with Morning Rush this morning. We'll see you again tomorrow, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, for one more kunguru before we dive into the weekend. Have a winning Wednesday.
Father, I wonder why you gave us life when all we ever do is cause trouble and strife. Fighting with each other instead of doing what's right. Is this what you made us for? Brothers up in arms about every little thing instead of brothers in arms against one enemy. Everybody's just trying to be the next king instead of building your kingdom. So we tear each other up piece by piece, 'cause the wolves are running round looking like sheep. We're probably never ever gonna hear from your heart. Yeah, we give up love for money and things. Everyone is talking but nobody's listening. Am I the only one who's wondering how we got this far? We fall apart. The devil laughs. Tell me, how did we forget who we are? We are so easily offended and quick to judge, but we can't see the three fingers pointing back at us. We spend so much money decorating a building just to lock the poor out in the rain. And it's so hard to hold anyone accountable these days. The moment you speak up, you just get hurt and labeled crazy. We love to win battles just to prove we're right, only to lose the war. So we take
Ipa ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.